undercover criminal. He's went to go and fetch a card, and we found out afterwards that this is a stolen card. So now come back to the checkout and hands the cashier the card. She examines the card and her suspicions are raised immediately. Starts to finalize the transaction. Please note the customers around, the responses from the customers. She now scans it. It's a magnetic swipe card, not a chip card. The criminal now asks for a cashback, so to put a bigger amount in than what the actual sale is for. She then enters it, turns the card, asks him to put the PIN number in. She's again looking at the card, and if we have a look at the screen above her head, it goes red, and that shows that the transaction is declined. He then says, we'll put it through again, but without the cashback amount. She now enters the amount. Card, still holding onto the card. You'll notice that he constantly reaches out to take the card from her. And she's now waiting for the transaction to go through. The printer is accepted, drawer opens. He puts his hand out again. She doesn't give him the card. She's waiting for him to sign so that she can verify the signature and then call a supervisor. And he signs, reaches for her, and then he grabs her. And in this process, he threatens to stab her, grabs the bags, and obviously she's terrified. The packer has disappeared. The customer to the left simply ignores it. The customer standing in the front where you just see the legs, they also do nothing. Customer right next to the one she's speaking to now has also done nothing. She has in fact called the supervisor, and the supervisor arrives within a matter of seconds of her pushing it. Here's the first supervisor, and when she hears what has happened, she goes off to call the senior supervisor. Okay, 2 months later, the same individual with a friend came into our tops, and as you can see, they went to the front cabinet where we keep all of the expensive whiskies, and they started to ask for all of the stock. It all amounted to a value of about 15,000 rands worth of whiskies that they took out, all the single malts, the Johnny Walker Blues, whatever there was in the cabinet. The second individual walks outside, and the main chap, the same one as was aggressive in Spa, was then the one who handled this here. When his card didn't go through after a couple of tries, he noticed that the store manager was also watching him, and he very briskly walked out of the shop and went outside. At this point, the store manager got the security to see where they went. There were in fact an additional 4 people outside. Those 4 people got into 2 vehicles. We got the registration numbers of the vehicles and the descriptions and handed them in to the police. And when the police came back, when they had looked it up, both of the registrations were registered to vehicles that were other than the ones that they were riding. One was a Red Polo, which was in fact, the number on that vehicle was registered to a Toyota. So we assume that this is a very strong gang of thieves. Here is a picture of the 2 of them. Let's hope that this informational video will lead to their arrest. Thank you.